Well, the DA is giving the new Johannesburg mayor 48 hours exactly to address allegations of fraud against him. Kabelo Gwamanda is accused of using a funeral scheme to defraud people. Now, it's claimed that investors in iThemba, Lama Afrika were left out in the cold when it came time to claim. But eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones joins us now to give us more details regarding this. Pule, good morning to you, colleague. I mean, we had this conversation, I think, this past weekend as to whether Kabelo Gwamanda faced the possibility of being the next pop-up mayor or not. And now, just by these allegations, we could see clearly that the DA has plans to pursue these investigations.
Look, just in a space of about 5 months, we've had about two mayors after the resignation of the former mayor of Tshwane and Popalati. Of course, we've had Thapelo Ahmad from Al-Jama who resigned recently. And now, of course, we're having Kabelo Gwamanda from Al-Jama who was elected on Friday and announced his mayoral committee. Of course, the ANC and EFF alliance and other smaller parties or minority parties were backing Al-Jama with their mayoral candidates, which saw Mr. Gwamanda emerge victorious. However, just a few hours later, we've now seen the allegations which have been brought by the opposition, of course, the DA, saying or alleging that Mr. Gwamanda, through his entity iThemba, Lama Afrika, scammed innocent residents to investing in a funeral investment scheme, and alleging that the investors were left hanging dry without any outcome in terms of them having to see their investments being fruitful when having invested money into that scheme. But the DA has also, of course, on Friday or Saturday, I stand to be corrected, said that if the mayor does not convene a press briefing within 48 hours, they would then be bringing these allegations before the South African Police Services to probe the matter further. But joining me right now this morning, I'm speaking to Mr. Hanif Hendricks, who is the leader of the Al-Jama party. Mr. Hendricks, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, maybe firstly we can start off by saying these allegations have been brought by the DA. Has this been brought to your attention? Have you convened a meeting with some of the Al-Jama party leaders, including the accused Mr. Gwamanda?
Thank you very much. These allegations surfaced, a few days ago before the nomination of Gwamanda, Kabelo Gwamanda, and Al-Jama. We did our vetting. As you know, I served on Joint Intelligence Committee for Parliament. I've been vetted. I've been vetting other people. We know the system. However, we felt we need an independent vetting, and I asked the African National Congress to do the vetting. I then met with the SG of the ANC on Thursday, on the eve of the elections. He assured me and gave a clean bill of health. He said it was thoroughly investigated, that they don't want the same flag that they had in Tshwane. I was very happy, but still, there was a worry on my face. The next morning, the Premier addressed the leaders of the 8 political parties that were going to give us 139 votes. He told them that there was a vetting, there's a clean bill of health. Each one of them stood up and said, we also did our vetting, full confidence in our nominee. We hope you will be successful. And I've never seen such a show of strength for a mayor in my life. So the rubbish that the DA is peddling and the BDA is assisting, aiding and abetting them, they did that with the other mayor as well, which was heavily funded. This is also heavily funded according to my intelligence and my information. The DA has 2-3 other matters that they're also going to use. If this fails, this is their plan B. They've got a plan C, a plan D to make the city of Johannesburg ungovernable. They want to tell the city residents that unless blacks are appointed by us, they can't do a good job. So we are not worried about the 48 hours. Our mayor's today is his first day. I told him, focus on your job. We told as part of the minorities, we also told the MMCs, you got to get to work. We didn't hesitate time to swear you in on Friday. There's been a smooth transition. The officials are now permanent and no more acting. The DA made the city of Johannesburg Hollywood with acting players. So we are looking forward because we are in an election year. if we don't do well in Joburg, people are not going to vote for us in 2024, and there may be a new premier. So we have to make sure that what we do well, and we have no time for this 48-hour nonsense. The vetting has been done, and the new executive mayor must get on with his job. If he wastes any time on this particular matter, then I'll have some hard words for him.
All right, so is the mayor at this point going to conduct a media briefing? Is he going to be talking to the media, taking the residents of the city of Joburg into confidence to clear his name, to say he's done nothing wrong?
Look, I've told the mayor, you've got a job to do. You have to, speak to all the different departments, get to know them. There's no time for such media briefings. You will have a spokesperson. That's the job of a spokesperson. The mayor will show you the city address. You got to prepare for that. You got to tell the residents of Johannesburg what your vision is, what the programs is. I've had a look at some of the programs. It was said to me by coalition partners, including the ANC. I'm very impressed. I feel that there will be service delivery of the highest level, never seen before in the city of Joburg. That is our focus. We're not interested in the DA's peddling of false information. They can go to the police station. I hope the police will tell them, look, we're going to arrest you for wasting our time for frivolous allegations.
So are you saying the mayor will not be speaking to the media anytime soon, just for the sake of transparency? Because, yes, there might be a spokesperson, but of course we also might want to get some bit of feedback from the mayor as well.
No, the mayor will speak, like all other mayors. They speak on very important issues, but not on this rubbish and on this nonsense. The vetting has been done. Eight political party leaders have shown confidence. The residents of Johannesburg have showed confidence through their representatives. The DA has been thrashed. They've been told twice now, you're irrelevant. You're not going to make the city of Johannesburg a white city, a return to white rule, go back to the Western Cape. And by the way, Al-Jama plans in place to replace the DA in the Western Cape. We're working with the ANC, we're working with other partners, and, we can't make the Western Cape the 55th country of Africa. So this is a matter of national security as well. In the city of Johannesburg, the DA's partner, the Action SA, when Herman Mashaba was the mayor, introduced surveillance, unlawful grabbers they bought from Israel. And, I was very concerned, associated with the Intelligence Committee of Parliament, that they are a threat to national security. So, the residents of Joburg must not take the DA seriously. They mustn't take Action SA seriously. They must monitor what Al-Jama is doing, what the collective is doing. It's a very strong collective, and they can look forward to high levels of service delivery. And we don't have time for this rubbish, this nonsense that the DA is peddling, and this mayor who's been rejected twice. Right. I don't know where normally she expects flowers and chocolates. This time she got files from her allies in other political parties, and she must do proper oversight. She must do oversight, hold us to account. They don't attend any meetings. The Premier invites them to very important meetings involving the province, affecting the municipality. The DA is nowhere to be seen. They're not playing any role in shaping the future of the city of Joburg. They're just looking for dirt. And, so they are a dirty party.
Mr. Hendricks, maybe lastly before I let you go, you say that internal vetting has been conducted or been processed. Can you confirm that the entity, iThemba Lama Afrika, belongs to one of your party members, Mr. Gwamanda? Has that been declared before you?
Look, I wasn't involved in the vetting process. As you know, National Intelligence, they do oversight on mayors and so on. There were a lot of other issues beside what you are mentioning. So all those things are relevant. We didn't go into the detail. We left it to the experts to do the vetting. And all we wanted from them is a clean bill of health. They didn't give us a report to say this and that, and they interviewed this one, and they looked at this complaint. And we're not into that nonsense. We've got a city to run. And we just today is our first day in office, and the media now wants to aid and abet the DA to push this narrative, to undermine the executive mayor, to undermine Al-Jama, and to undermine the collective, they are not going to succeed, inshallah.
Mr. Hendricks, thank you very much for joining us. That was the president of Al-Jama, Hanif Hendricks, joining us this morning, just speaking to us regarding those allegations that have been brought against one of their party members, Kabelo Gwamanda, who's also the executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg.
Well, thank you so much, Pule Letshwiti-Jones. The DA say they're giving Kabelo Gwamanda exactly 48 hours. The clock is ticking. We'll see how, of course, all these investigations and deadlines or timelines given to the new mayor will actually lapse.